Hey, do you like to hear a story? Alright, come round. There we go. The Saga of Strangers. The history of the Dwarves as told by the Aridola. The Tale of the Dwarves. On the Day of Covenant, the countless changes came to all. Deities were said to deal. The Dragon King, he did abide. And all the hosts of heaven swore, having cut their holy cords. The Rogniltamos, Dragon King, relinquishes his royal throne. A year and years do wait the birthing, yearning bid the labour come. Until the day of first descent, the dwarves did fall to Ebazul. Father Kazas and the fallen, Razik full of jealous fury, knew with restraints dissipated, Razik is the one who rages. He then stretches out his hands, swears an oath to separate. He descends to mortal form, declaring at his end to die, if to only carve a wedge, Kazas rejected by his creature. Dwarves his only offering, offspring from Oldasa's peak, cold dark throne of triumvirate, created by Kazas himself, bore a stone for his employ, brought to birth the loved creation. Then the light of Raifel came, lending ice of love and life, and fashioned he from Pressendum, the first of dwarves formed by his feast. These did Razik rage to win, and turn devotion into rejection. Kazas fearing for his children, in his final godly form, hasten now to join them gladly. He steps down from heavenly thrones. Now celestial bounds are absent, both to battle for their hearts. Razik then is bested there. Kazas throws upon him thus bonds of 1,000-year surrender, sealing him away for safety. But the seed of doubt is planted, causing some to sprout dissent. There in amber fate align all they Razik has affected. There in amber fate they fester, waiting for that final day. And those in great and strong Karasa, home to king and country folk, bid those loyal to their leader. Kazas leads them, loves them, reigns. Then the sky is open to danger, bringing both disease and death. Heard the Gento and Goddess Genavi, husband Itro gravely wounded. His wounds did pierce him well and deeply, while Genavi watches on. Itro is quickly changing, choking out the quiet love. By his madness more molded, making revenant from Gento. But the goddess gives herself gifts of light and grand salvation. She reached down in full surrender. Remnants are her recreation. But Razik has shown the route, so ravaging Lord Itro pleads to gods and garners favor, and gains the help of twisted lords. The fire spread, fell in nations. For 10 years they gathered forces. Under Kazas' constant gaze, Karasa's children prep for war. 10 years they bade their time, till the time had fully come. Kazas met with distant council, Ginto and king of men, Arkai and the allied elves, ascetic dark Mer and the ogre. All to seize to search for haven, hidden sanctuary below the surface, the dormant island from the deep, drawn out from its home of darkness. Crimson sands to welcome strangers as they land from sailing ships. All to counsel concerning battle, when the call to arms is sounded. The ravaging lord is strong and large, forces lumber ever closer. Hasten now, says Gento Eris, now to halls built from your hands. Elves and men to hidden mountain, mere and ogre to moats of lava. Argai escape from their exalted. Haethus Crevgale, the dead Eris. Then Casus bids them come below. Beer brothers in the battle. Trek the snow from White Thaw's tops, deep down through the tenebrous tundra. There we wait the fallen woman. Come with reverent in her wake. There we sneak and slip their notice, while they perish in the snow. The dead Eris pushes harder, halted at the frozen halls, and there she fails to conquer White Thaw, cursing at the crystalline doors. Casus fights as supreme father, felling monsters, killing thousands. Dwarves and Arkai push for freedom, falling for each other's life. Then we look, in the clouds loom, sons of Terminus to lead us. Fallen goddess, fallen armies, everywhere the feared ones flee. And Father Casus drives them distant, till the danger drifts the sea. Men are calling, come to finish, come to claim the victory ours. Casus leads his dwarven warriors to the final place of wrath. Amensol of men is pleading, Casus can bring victory sure. Camped at Cadrehor build armies, come for Itero's demise. The sons of Terminus defeated, striving in our darkest hour. Then the mighty dragon wakens, death is coming in her draught. But the cursed Itero, filled with evil in his eyes, kills the dragon Rikafiros, killed upon the pillar Ka. Now there stirs a greater evil, full of death and dark in heart. For the terrible Rocknilthamos rises from his resting place, and in one passing of his presence, the ravaging lord is pierced by teeth, swallowed down to the kiln of flames, for destruction was his future. Casus knew with safety won, settles dwarves in safe return. Now to building, now to buying, now to crafting better still, for the dwarven kingdom calls, Cadassa home of cold arc steel. That's their former and their future, forging their own path to greatness. Aye.